Hi guys, we're back at Smash Fishing. Gonna go out for a little spell after the bass today. It's a drop in tide, so I'm just gonna go milling about on the beach and over a few rocks, and hopefully we can find one. So stay tuned, it's Smash Fishing. Lure of choice today, little weedless grub style. Got great action in the water this. It's got a 4-0 weedless hook, it's weighted with a 7 gram. I'll flick that in on a twitch pause sort of action over some rough ground. And hopefully we can snag into a bass. Woo, lovely night, no wind. We've got a lull in the weather at the moment where there's no rain and there's no wind. So it's going to pick up tomorrow, so hopefully we can pull something out of the bag today. Hell yeah. What I'm using is quite a fast retrieve. And I'm slowing down to a halt. Give it a couple of twitches. And hopefully a bass might want to smash it. It's a lovely night, brilliant. Nice to see some fish. Changing it over a bit now. I've just realised I've forgotten my my quick links for them, so I've got to tie all my lures on now. Drop into a good old scary. I had a couple of knocks before, but I wasn't sure what it was. It could have been rocks, but we'll see. Get tied on, just a uni knot, straight on like so. And this one's going to be on a straight retrieve, and hopefully get a nice bass. Slowly working my way along the beach. Absolutely beautiful night. Still rocking the old scary. I had about 20 casts in the last spot. I was just on a slipway. And now I'm going to work my way along the beach. I know where there's some boulders where I find peeler crab, so that's where I'm aiming. Well, it's always a good tip if you're bass fishing is look for the spots where the bait is, because the bass will always be there at one point. So that's the spots I usually target. It's like bouldery areas, shall I say, because that's where you'll find the donkeys, baby. What's up, Mr. Ducky? Just ducks walking along the beach. Just working my way along the coast. Lovely. Heading on for 12 o'clock now. Still ain't caught a bass, but I'm bloody enjoying myself, so I ain't giving up just yet. On the right blast. Fish on. Hell yeah. It's what we want, baby. Nice little shiner, guys. Only a babby. On. Good old scary comes up trumps again. Hell yeah, I'll get him in the rock pool, get you a better show. Check this out, guys. Nice little bass. Alright, stay still. Not a bad one at all. About a 2-pounder right there. Happy with that. On the good old scary, he annihilated that one. What a lovely night to be out bass fishing. I'm so calm today. Excited now though. Hopefully there's a big one around. Woo! Oh yeah, I'm going to get a few pictures, guys. I'll get you a nice release. It's Smash Fishing, baby. What an absolute cracking little fish. I was just sitting on the rock there all nice and calm, and then whammo, felt him, he was knocking it. He just kept, there we go, he just kept tapping the bottom of the lure. So what I did is I paused, did 2 twitches, paused again, and then he just engulfed it. That's what we want, baby. I've got loads of gollies next to me, so makes for good releases. There we go. One last show, guys. Lovely little bass. Go on then, little man. Off he goes. Still going, nice and slow. Beautiful, that's what we want, baby. Woo! That was fun. I flapped a bit with the camera then, because I really wasn't expecting a fish. That was quite cool, that take though. He was like da-da, da-da, kept tapping it. So what I did is I just paused it like that. I went, did it, and then bam, he had it straight away. That's what I wanted, baby. Hopefully we can get some more. As you can see, the retrieve is just a steady retrieve. I slowed it down a little bit at the moment. I'm trying to let the skerry go right near the bottom for the bigger fish. You always find the really big ones would be literally right in the boulders. They're looking for the peelers and the gobies, blennies, whatever's out there really. Hopefully we can find some more, guys. As always, I forgot the tripod. Always find when I'm alone, I always forget something. It'll either be my battery charger or... Oh, got a knock. Come on. Yeah, I'll either I'll forget a battery charger or a tripod. There's always something. That makes it fun though. Come on, fishies. Stay tuned, guys. I'm going to turn my light off now and start fishing properly, just to see if we can find any decent ones. Heading to a different area now, guys. I'll head back to that spot later on. That spot is quite a good spot of mine, and it fishes better half tide down, and I'm nowhere near that yet, I don't think. I think it was an hour down when I first started. It's about 2 hours down now, so hopefully later on we can go back there and hopefully get a few more fish. You can see the sort of ground I'm over. It's really rocky, but it breaks to big gullies, big sandy gullies with big boulders in. Check that. Loads of these out at the moment. Loads of shrimps. This is what the bass are feeding on. Little areas like this. You can see a little rock pool, but it's just full of life. They'll chase the tide up for that. And they'll be feeding on the crabs and the gobies, blennies, you name it. That for a goby. That's a big boy, that one. There's tons around, loads of shrimps. I'm just looking around in the rock pools where I fish at high tide. On the point of high tide, you can cast over all of this. I've had some nice bass from it as well. Nearly at the spot now. In this next spot, I'm going to be fishing in about 3 foot of water. So what I'm doing, because I've got the skerry on, so I hold my rod really high and just zip it in. Along the, well, almost along the surface, about 12 inches under, I reckon, to the surface, you know, and they chase it up and wham it one. Just a good little tip if you're using non-weedless lures, you know. You've always got a chance at losing them, you know, but there's always a chance of that mother just sitting there waiting for a good old skerry eel. Good thing to note about bass fishing, well, this is my own opinion anyway, is I find when I cover a lot more ground, like covering different areas, go to a spot, have 20-30 casts, off to the next one, find that a hell of a lot more productive. I don't know if it's the same for the UK lads. Be interested to know, leave it in the comments, have a chat about that. But yeah, it's interesting. Gonna head to a little spot that I was at before, then I'm gonna head to one more spot after that if it's unproductive, and then hopefully by that time we get a fish. Not having much luck at the moment, guys. Just walking around looking at some new spots I'm going to try out. This was only a little play around tonight. Just wanted to get out for a few hours. But grounds like this, as you can see, there's rocks all the way around it, and there's just a big pool full of weed, little boulders. If you can find boulder grounds like that, loads of boulders everywhere, that's what will hold bass big time. Well, nearly got a booty. Yeah, it's always worth just looking around. So I walk up on the beach here, and it is just packed full of logworm. It's just little tips that will help you get some bass. It works well for me anyway. I'm not going to say it's going to work in every single place around the UK, but it works for us. I'm going to try one more spot now, and then I'm going to knock it on the head. I've got work at 7 in the morning. This is a perfect example of a boulder bed. As you can see, it's just a big field of them. And this is where you find the really big bass. Even with bait fishing, it just goes on forever. And also they come in after the peelers and that. Lots of logworm on our beaches. That's always a good choice if you're going bait fishing. Oh, a lovely night to be out though. It's going on 1 o'clock in the morning now. But hopefully this last spot will produce. We'll soon find out. That's all for today's episode, guys. All tired out, walked a long way. Just a few tips and tactics in this one. It was just a short spell of a couple of hours. Just wanted to go and have a bit of fun. Tried a few different lures, but the Skerry just always comes up trump. Like I said before in previous videos, we got so much sand eels and small bait fish that the Skerry just dominates. But there's a lot of lures that will work, but this is what works for me. I'll definitely be changing it up a little bit in the future. Gotta try and catch on something else. Until the next time, guys, if you like my channel, like and subscribe. There's plenty more to come. It's Smash Fishing.